Welcome back to the Nita Black Show. Um, if you have been keeping up with the series, then you know that we have uh, dealt with Akon, we've dealt with your a person Beyonce, and we have dealt with Chris Brown. And today we are going to deal with somebody that you guys ask about and want to know what happened to him, where he's at, what really went down with him, and that is DMX. So if you haven't uh, seen or gotten your copies of the ABCs of Blackness series, my book series that deals with a lot of the things that are going on with the black community and black people, black entertainers, all that good stuff. I left a link for you in the description so you guys can go to Amazon and go ahead and get the ABCs of Blackness series. And I have some other books there. I told you I wrote 108 books to um, basically cover everything that affects black males, black females, black children, black entertainers, black singers, black businesses, all of that. So uh, the thing is, in order to really understand what's going on with black people, black entertainers, you really have to know some of the details behind what they're going through, how they got into the industry, things they've done since they've been in the industry. So we try to give it to you in ways that it's easy for you to understand. We do poems that basically go through exactly uh, what's on the minds of some of these entertainers when they get into the business. We got books that tell you what happens to children when they go into the DFAC system and how whites get them out of the DFAC system. They literally buy these children from the DFAC system, and they use these children in order to perpetrate a lot of the stuff that you're seeing in the rap industry. Many of them that you see were crack babies. They put out crack baby rap, and white people actually paid them to do that. They bred them and trained them to do that. And so you're going to see a lot of stuff that tells the truth. You're always asking, why don't people tell the truth about these things? When I do this series, well, when you see the books, when you go through them, you'll see by the titles and some of the poems that I don't play around. I tell you the real deal of what's really going on. A lot of people are not going to like it, but it is what it is. So you can pick those up on Amazon. I left a link in the description. Okay, with DMX, you really had a person who had a lot of talent. He was good at what he did, but he had a huge problem with the things that you have to do in order to be in the business. You learn very quickly, no matter how much talent you have, there are people who run the industry. There are these white Jews that run the industry, and a lot of the stuff is just straight up demonic. It is. It's really, really bad. And you want to be famous really, really bad when you first get in there. So you do a little of this. You say, no, I don't want to do that part. They say you got to do it in order to be famous. I told you how they dangle those carrots in front of you, the golden carrot, the diamond carrot, the double diamond carrot. It gets really, really difficult. They throwing the women at the males. They giving the females whatever they want, and it becomes difficult to say no. And then you do things that really make it hard for you to sleep at night. And one of the things that is done is death. You have somebody that is very, very close to you, and you have to literally give that person up in order to be famous. That's how demonic some of this stuff is that these white people have you do. You have to choose somebody that you're willing to lose in order uh, to get to the next level of fame. And that person has to die. And or you will have somebody that you really, really care about, and you're willing to do whatever it takes, but they resist, or they're not. Sorry, somebody just came up with their radio on. You're willing to do whatever it takes, but they are not so willing, or they resist, or whatever, and you're told that that person has to be eliminated. That person already knows too much. That person about the whole process. That person has to die, and you're torn with that because you really care about this person, and you know this person is about to be killed, and you can't say anything to the person. You can't, you know, let the person know what's going to happen. Um, it's it makes it very, very, oh, they almost had an accident. It makes it very, very difficult for you to live with after that person is actually killed. And so, he had a very serious fondness for Aaliyah. And we're going to talk about Aaliyah in our next series. But he had a very serious fondness for Aaliyah, as did a lot of people. But there were many, many, many black entertainers that knew that she was about to die, that knew she was about to be killed, and they did not tell her. And we're going to go through some of those people who knew she was about to die and did not say anything to her, and did not warn her, did not stop it from happening, because they were concerned about their own safety, their own careers, their own children, their own families, their own people that they are close to. So once something happens, it makes it very, very difficult for those that some people just keep on stepping, or they'll get drunk, or they'll do whatever to try and forget about it, or say it's just all a part of the game, or whatever. But it is eating a lot of people alive that they let that happen to Aaliyah, that they did not warn her, that they did not stop it, that they were so into the fame, or afraid of exposure, or whatever, that they let her walk into that trap. So DMX has been through a lot of stuff. He has a lot of demons that are fighting, that he's fighting inside himself. He has a lot of problems with the things that he's had to do since he's been in the industry, and it is really, really eating him alive. It's tearing him apart, and he became extremely self-destructive. That is, he wants out, he wants help, we've told him many times how to get out of. You've got to expose not only what's going on in the business, but you got to expose what you've done in the business. You got to do it. And unfortunately, like I told you in the Beyonce video, that a lot of the stuff that they've done, this videotape, they feel like their careers or their lives would be over anyway, and so they would want to die. And you got to get past that. You got to just make it. You got to do it. There's no other way. So I hope that answers at least some of you guys' questions about DMX. And remember, the ABCs of Blackness series deals with a lot of the things that we're talking about. So you go to Amazon, go ahead and get that. Just push on a link in the description, and y'all know, if y'all like what I'm telling you, you can like, you can subscribe, you can do all those good things, but just keep up with the series, because we're gonna talk about a lot of different people that are having a really difficult time. And I know you guys admire these people, but you need to know what's really going on. Okay, so you know how we do. If I'm still alive, we're going to deal with some things. Bye.